views and opinions expressed in the following program are those of the program host and do not necessarily reflect or represent the views and opinions held by TCN TV Network Incorporated. Due to the social nature of this broadcasting channel, videos may contain content copyrighted by another entity or person. The TCN TV Network claims no rights to the said content. TCN TV Network cannot be held accountable for the copyrighted content. TCN TV Network is a messenger and sharer of information and strives to verify but cannot warrant the accuracy of copyrights or completeness of the information on this program.
Have to become digital detectives. The first is, where is this information coming from? A lot of fake news sites try to create a URL which is similar to a URL of a publication that you might know and you might be familiar with. Ultimately, the best way to understand whether or not a site is trustworthy is to actually read the content on the site. Not just one article on it, but other articles, and see, do they meet the standards of quality journalism? And if it makes you really angry or really sad or it makes you burst out laughing, that's actually a red flag to you because it's kind of short-circuiting your logic.
Welcome. Greetings upon greetings.
On, are we centered?
You're exactly where you need to be.
Welcome, everybody.
The butterfly is.
Welcome.
Greetings.
To Here to Help You. So what do you think about today? It's mild.
Outside?
Yeah.
It's not winter-like.
It's not winter-like. So it's a great Tuesday here in Toronto. Guys, welcome back to the show. If you are just joining us, this is actually part 3 of our 3-part series. We were doing it. I don't know. It kind of turned into a series.
It did.
We didn't start it off as a series, but it turned into one. So the first week we did misinformation and disinformation. And then last week we focused on understanding biases. And this week I figured I would tie it up into a nice little bow. And we can talk about viral news.
Oh, boy.
And how to detect it. Because everything that goes viral, oh, it's viral. Okay. So, yeah, I wanted you to, thank you. So if you pull up, thank you so much. Right there. So the very first one there is the misinformation, disinformation. Definitely, if you guys want to check in on those, you can. And just check in on the website, period, guys. Like, we have all the shows. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shows, Selena?
About that. Yeah, I think.
Including Jay now with his real estate show.
There you go. Big up, Jay.
So click on there. There's something for everybody. There's more going to be added. We're adding more, but just for now. Let's start with some facts.
Let's do it.
Okay, so the world has an estimated 2.62 billion social media users as of 2018.
I wonder how they actually compile.
I
wonder how long it takes them to go and add up those numbers.
Add up all those numbers.
Yeah, man.
Well, we're going to go into this because there is analytics taken.
Okay.
Right. So I'm sure that's where they draw these numbers from.
Mhm.
Right.
Good.
It was up from 970 million at the start of the decade. So it's gone up tremendously.
Oh boy.
Facebook, of course, is one of the most popular sites.
Mhm.
So Facebook is worth, if you can believe, $500 billion plus. And did you know that they sold MySpace, and they sold it for 580 million in 2015.
Hold on. MySpace sold for 580
80
million?
million.
Really? That's news to me.
580 million. Okay. In the United States and Canada alone, businesses spent about 15 million, or sorry, I keep saying million. It's the beat one. Billion to advertise on social media sites in 2017. And that was about 3 times more than they spent in 2013. So as you can see, we are going digital, whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
It's happening.
We can't help it.
So I'm going to do a quick story for you. Actually, maybe I'll tell you after. No, I'll tell you now.
Tell me now.
Appropriate. So I was sitting with one of my students last night.
Okay.
And this is how I know things are changing. We were on YouTube, and he was like, "Don't click on that. That's probably clickbait." I'm like, "You're 10. You're 10, brethren. How you know about clickbait?"
No, but that's good.
It is good, but
Yeah.
it's showing you, though. I just learned about clickbait. I'm being real. It's my ignorance, okay? But a 10-year-old, and I felt good, though, knowing that I could respond. I'm like, "Yeah, you're right. That's clickbait." But, like, if this was a month ago, and I've been like, "What is a clickbait?" I had no idea. So it's very impressive, right?
Yeah.
If you break down all that money being spent, that's about $50 for each user you have spent in advertising. Okay. So let's look at the money coming in. I tell you this so that people can understand that it is important for social media sites to maintain their numbers and grow, as more users will mean more targets for their advertising, right?
Yeah,
So
makes
I
sense.
want people to correlate what's happening with everyone going on Facebook and understanding what's not just a social media site anymore. It's more than that. It's money.
Yeah.
It's about money, people.
It's its own ecosystem.
It is its own ecosystem for sure. So this might be old news to some of you, but in 2018, Facebook was sued. Yeah. And I think they had to stop working with Cambridge Analytics because they were using the platform. Did you hear about this?
Actually, no, I didn't hear about that.
Okay.
Of them being working with Cambridge. I don't know how far or how deep it actually went, but I did hear of
They
course.
They weren't working with them. They didn't stop them from mining.
Gotcha.
So it's like 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. We didn't say yes, but we didn't stop it either. So I don't know. Anyhow, he's dealt with all of that. So allegedly, Cambridge Analytica used the information to figure out which users would most likely vote for Trump when he was running for presidency in 2016,
Imagine that.
and to target them with specific pro-Trump news and things like that.
Yeah, I can understand why.
It's funny because even after that, people are still using Facebook all the time and flooding all the information. I'm one of them, but I use it more. Honestly, I use it more so for business now. Even with the photos that I post, it's business. I'm not using it to like talk about everything in my life. Every now and then I'll drop a personal, but business.
You know, there's people out there who still use it for those.
Yeah, my parents
They don't know what else to
posting
use
all
it
their
for.
business.
Big up mommy and daddy, yeah?
Yeah, but like anyhow, so that's kind of what's happening, and I want to start that because when we come back, we're going to jump into why viral is not always great and how you have to be very careful with viral news. Viral news doesn't mean it's real news, and that's a misconception that many of us have, that if it's gone viral, it must be true. No, idiots. It's not how it works. You got to start doing some checking. No, I got to call people out because people are always sending me some news.
Like Mike Tyson. I think Mike Tyson and The Rock died this week.
Like, what is that? So, guys, when we get back, we'll talk viral news on Here to Help You. See you soon.
Are you retiring smart? Make your home's equity work for you. With your home's equity in our 30 years of experience, the Retire Smart Properties team can help you achieve the quality of life you've always wanted. Our services are 360 degrees. We'll give you advice, take care of staging and selling, and help you find the perfect home and community to transition to. It's time to enjoy the retirement lifestyle you deserve. Visit our website today to learn how you can use your home to retire comfortably. The Retire Smart Properties team, powered by RE/MAX West.
your ability to think. I can look up the author of that article. I can see the other things that they've written. Is there an author of the article? Because that's an important tip in helping us figure out whether or not this piece of information is actually real and trustworthy. If I read something that says, scientists say that chocolate cake makes you smarter. Well, what scientists? And what exactly did they say? One of the ways in which rumor spreads is that a lot of people keep repeating the same information, but nobody has verified it. So journalists depend on high quality sources, so experts. How did you come across this information? How do you know that this information is true? Someone takes that photo that maybe 3 years ago and say, this is happening right now. We saw a lot of that during the recent hurricanes. Using a reverse image search on Google can tell you where that image has appeared before and who is.
That is 5, 4, 3, 2 seconds. Jeez.
Guys, welcome back. Welcome back to Here to Help You. So we actually have, you know what I like? That we're opening our doors to more and more people. And young people. We have some young people in the building today. I'm not going to call out no names yet.
Big up the young people in the building, yes?
Yeah, big up the young people in the building right now because they're holding things down. We appreciate you. So let's talk viral news. Ready?
Talk to me.
Okay, so the term viral, first of all, it's not good. Viruses are not good. They spread very quickly. Okay, and it's never a good thing. And you just think about that, though, when you're even thinking about some of the news you guys are taking. Sometimes it's just not good news, okay?
True.
With viral news, it gets spread over the internet really, really quickly.
Yes.
Many times, a picture or headline that it is very misleading about the story that it actually is, and it will take just the top, that first few words, make it really, really interesting, so people can click. Also known as clickbait.
There we go. Like, gotcha.
See,
right?
I'm learning. So, fake news isn't new though. Okay, it's been around for a minute. Just with the internet now, it's moving faster. So BuzzFeed is one of the. Sorry guys,
Yeah,
some of your news is trash.
Yeah, I know who BuzzFeed is.
Right, like I just have to be real. And in like before this type of stuff, we had stuff like the National Enquirer. Everyone remembers that beautiful, well-sourced newspaper. Yeah, there they are. All the stories here are true, all of them. Okay. But this is what it was for us when we were growing up, right? This was our fake news, our viral news. This stuff has been around for years. It's just now it's like,
yeah.
Because now it's just click, 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 right? So it's easy. The Star was another one. I don't know if you know the Star.
Well, you know, there's a Jamaican version of the Star, right?
What's it called?
The Star.
Oh. Okay. So there's actually okay. Is that do fake news too?
It's pretty wild.
So here's the question though: why do they go through all this? Why do they lie? Why lie about news? All comes down to what, Dave?
Dollars.
Money.
Dollars.
It's profitable, guys.
Of course.
It's profitable to lie.
Of course.
And it's always a way to advance any cause. Okay, so many website owners actually get paid on a per click basis. Click. So the more you click, the more money comes in.
Do that one more time.
Click. I dropped my.
Not bad, right?
See, I clicked on. Look what happened. No, my thing broke too. I have to get that fixed. So some website owners have actually taken some real extremes with this too. So the writers there, they want people to think a certain way. So even with that, with everything that you ingest, everybody, understand that most people have an objective. That's just how we're made up. So they're pushing something, which is why you have to be so careful on the news that you pick up to make sure that there's sources. So sometimes news, though, and this is what I just found this out in my research today.
Okay.
Sometimes fake news can have some serious consequences. Selena, I think I have a video we can drop on this.
Comet Pizza, a popular Washington, D.C. neighborhood restaurant, unwittingly at the center of a deeply troubling internet storm.
Last weekend, as people were dining inside here, a 28-year-old man turned up armed with an assault rifle to, as he put it, self-investigate what police have called a fictitious online conspiracy theory.
The man fired a shot inside the restaurant. No one was hurt, but this became an alarming consequence of a growing online phenomena: fake news.
So I think we're definitely onto something here with this Pizzagate investigation.
This stemmed from a bizarre and completely false article claiming that Hillary Clinton was running a child sex ring out of the pizzeria.
It's crazy. You know,
I have to be so careful.
question for you. While you were going through all your research, any news in the future to try and censor the type of information that's out there?
Is there any way we can censor it?
Well, is there any news of anything like this being censored? I mean, it is pretty much an open-ended question because, I mean, right? I mean, countries are trying to filter out and censor, of course, information for years now, right?
Yeah, but then it's like you've got to be careful with censorship because then it's like you start leaning into like communism. Right? You got to be so careful.
You only get that website right there.
Yeah, like you get one website and it's our website. It's called communism.com. This is all you can watch. Okay? So you have to be careful with that, right? You've got to be... There's again, with everything you need balance. And that's why I'm trying to help people learn to balance. Like some things you're going to get clicked into. It's just natural. Like I like stupid things. Sometimes I click on it. But like you can't be clicking on everything. That's just idiotic. No, honestly, it's the truth. So what can we say? Lies always spread faster than news, than the truth. And you know that. Lies will always spread faster. So
very true.
What we're going to do, we have a little bit of time. We're actually going really quickly through this. When we come back, we're going to continue our journey into viral news. And actually, we're going to take a look at the next video that I show when we come back into the show is about how much we are using our mobile devices, our computers, and how it's actually causing depression and things, guys. And that's really dangerous now, especially going into winter.
Yes, very much.
Because we're prone for SAD, so seasonal affective disorder. So we're prone, the sad disease. But we're prone for that right now. And they're saying with the amount of usage of these mobile devices, with the lights, the blue lights and everything, that it's harming us. So when we come back, we're going to show a quick little clip on it from the Mayo Clinic. And then we're going to talk about it a little bit, because one thing I will say is, parents, you are to blame. We'll see you guys on here to help you.
At Benjamin Law, we understand the real cost of personal injuries. As the victim of an accident, you may be the one who's physically hurt, but your main concern is that your family are the ones who will pay the price. Benjamin Law will be there for you, helping, supporting, and working tirelessly to resolve your personal injury case. Call 1-855-899-4878 or visit benjaminlaw.ca and let our family of lawyers help your family.
Technology like laptops and smartphones and social media all play an important role in the lives of our teens.
They're using it to learn in the classroom and out of the classroom.
But it's outside the classroom where too much social media may lead to social problems. Dr. Matke says kids learn to become passive engagers.
They're watching everyone else's Instagram, but they're not engaging. And so they're losing that out in that social connection.
And the more technology teens consume,
we see increased rates of depression.
Electronic screens can also disrupt sleep, and a lack of good sleep can result in depressed mood, moodiness, and irritability.
It can affect the hormones in their brain via the blue light that comes off of these screens.
Balance the amount of recreational screen time with other important things like exercise, sleep, or engaging with others. Encourage shutting screens down at least an hour before bedtime and set a rule of no screen.
So you see, calling out them people. There are some people in this office who will remain nameless because I won't call people out. Who the last thing they do, there's people in this room. The last thing they do before they go to bed is they're on their phone. But what they try to tell me is, oh, it's basketball scores. I got to see what's happening in every sport, in every country, all the time. So he blames it on the sports. But it's not good for you, Dave.
Hold on. First of all, Tim Hortons story time is over.
Why is it always Tim Hortons?
Because you got a coffee that's going on over there, right? And it's probably from Tim Hortons. And the story does sound very good.
But it's the truth.
Wait, come on now.
It's not good.
Fake news, okay? Fake news. Which camera are we on?
I'm a credible
Which one?
source.
Fake news.
I am a credible source.
But it is basketball season.
It's bad for you. I always tell people, they say an hour, right? Because you have to understand, and the reason I'm bringing it up is because it's important to be mindful of our behavior because of all this increased activity that we're getting.
Yeah.
We're being stimulated constantly. Dopamines are just going, Every time we get a like on something, it's like, oh my God. That's what our brains are doing.
Yes, that's true.
Right? And it's not good for you. You can't be so hype. Like, especially right before bed, you need to calm all that dopamine down and get some sleep. Some melatonin needs to be happening. Not no dopamine rushes all the time. It's not good for you guys. Like, this is just reality. So
we know, in all fairness, right? I am on the road a lot, right? And I don't watch the basketball games, which are happening on the East Coast.
Here they come. Right? Here they come.
It don't happen on the East Coast. That's right. I miss all the East Coast games. So it happens.
Excuses. You guys heard it here first. So,
so
it's unfortunate that people would rather believe what is shocking and wrong than believe what's boring and true. That's just how, I don't know why we're programmed like this.
Strong and wrong.
Strong and wrong.
Yeah,
so
strong and wrong.
There was a study conducted by the Massachusetts Institute of Technology that found fake stories spread on Twitter 6 times faster than true ones. And lies are 70% more likely to be shared than true stories.
Wow.
Fake news is in.
I wonder how they actually did all of this.
You always ask about analytics.
Yes. How do you know that fake stories actually spread that much faster than actually real stories?
Dave?
It's just a question. MIT, I'm gonna reach out to you.
You know what? Let's put that out there to our viewers. Does anyone know? I don't personally know. I just know that there's technology that does this stuff. Okay? I don't know how it's done, but I'm sure that it's done. I'm sure there's all these little numbers being grabbed, and like everyone does analytics for their stuff.
That every time Trump says, "Oh, that's fake news," or he puts out something that's actually like incorrect. I mean, does it spread like that? Right? I mean, is that the benchmark?
I don't know.
Who knows?
So, one way to get fake news out, my favorite, guys, bots. So let's look at why fake news spreads. Social media users set up bots. So that is a bot account. Okay? And I'm going to go through how you can sometimes know that it's a bot account. Okay?
I think I'm very familiar with that one.
I even know who this girl is?
No.
Because she has tons of followers. She's posted absolutely nothing. I know how you have that many followers and posted absolutely nothing. Like you are incredible. Teach me.
She looks like a bot.
A wise one.
From this far.
Right? She's just a girl with really big boobs. That's about it. Okay? So they are automated systems that can follow users, create posts, and share other people's posts. Okay? And they're set up. Now, Twitter, for example, has about 50% bot-run accounts. Don't ask me how they have these numbers, Dave. They're in the book that I read. By the way, references for everything we're speaking about are in our description underneath the video on YouTube. So definitely check that out if you're looking for some backups. And they're in the book itself has reference points in the reference book. So that's one place you can maybe check out. Okay. Bot accounts account for half of all internet traffic, if you can believe that. Half of the traffic is fake. It's automated. It's created.
Not necessarily fake, but automated, right?
Sorry, you're right. Not fake, automated.
Right.
About 70% is fake. Okay. So how do you spot a bot? Things to check. Information. Does the information sound like a real person wrote it? Does the account have a profile picture? Do they have pictures like on that Instagram? Like, what does this account like kind of post every few minutes throughout the day? Or does it share any type of controversial news? These are the things you can kind of look out for. Like, if it's going like clockwork, if people are posting things like clockwork, it's probably a bot, because nobody have no time for that. Okay, unless you're doing absolutely nothing, no one's sitting there on their Instagram on specific timing putting out posts. It's usually a bot. Okay, and something that you need to be aware of. If you are triggered, we'd mentioned this earlier, if you are triggered emotionally, whether it's sad or angry or elated or anything, you're probably getting some fake news, because it's meant to incite those type of feelings.
I see.
It's meant to hit you emotionally. Okay? Dave, before we go on our break, can you tell us of any fake news that you've heard besides Mike Tyson and The Rock both being dead? What else have you heard?
Those are the only ones I've actually heard recently.
Selena, any fake news? Yeah, you don't watch the news though.
I do, but like not online like that.
Okay, so you're one of the few who doesn't do any of that?
That go through the share off for, I guess, a hotel and onto the highway.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's not fake news. That's just stupidness. It's some
But-
idiot
but it-
girl.
but it went viral.
It went viral.
It
but
did go
But
viral.
look at, and that's another thing too. Look at
Yeah.
the type of news that's going viral.
Oh.
It's always stupid shit.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
Like, this girl is famous now because she threw a chair off her balcony and then she licked someone or something. That might be fake news. Hold on.
No, it missed everybody.
It missed everyone, but she
Yes.
threw a chair, so now she's famous.
Well, actually, they're trying to posted on the front page.
And she get front page news. I don't understand.
It happens, man.
Anyhow.
Welcome to our crazy world.
Anyhow, guys, so we're coming to an end. It wasn't a large show today. It was just informational. I tried to keep everything like condensed, and because I feel like we're wrapping this up.
No, I mean, we hope once again that the viewers are getting something from this. By means, leave your comments, questions, all of that in the comment section, please.
Yeah, and any fake news, anything outlandish that you've heard in the last week or so, drop it in. Yeah, subscribe.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Share.
Selena. Make sure we subscribe. Share the show out. But I want to hear some of the outlandish news you guys may have heard that we definitely know is not true. Okay, when we come back, we're going to wrap it up to help you guys learn how to spot fake news. Because, again, this takes some work on your part. It does. And most people just can't be bothered. So that's why they just click. But at least we're going to give you the information, and then you can do what you want with it. Okay? We'll see you soon on Here to Help You.
My name is Trish Curling, and I am an online coach, personal trainer, and yoga teacher, and your new host of Shaping Life, which is all about understanding that we have the ability and the control to take charge of our health and wellness. But we can't do it alone, and I can't wait to sit down with the best in the industry. Please tune in every Friday at 1 p.m. live here on the TCN Network.
World-famous spiritual astrologer and psychic Pandit Sai is born to serve people. He's an expert on palmistry and horoscope. He can handle all problems and give Vedic solutions for business, job, love, marriage, husband and wife problems, children, personal, and many others, including depression. He also performs pujas to clear all sorts of obstacles. Call Pandit Sai and see changes in your life now. 647-766-1419. Located at 2895 Derry Road, East Mississauga, Airport Road and Derry.
Welcome back, everybody. I want to thank everybody because the last few weeks, and you know what, I haven't even started sharing this show out because I wanted to kind of finish them all.
Okay.
And I'm going to send it out in like a bulk set. So like people can watch one after the other because you need all three of them to kind of, but I can guarantee something for you. I guarantee if you were to watch the first two and watch this one, you will be so much further. I'm telling you, I was so happy that I understood my student when he said clickbait. Because a month ago, I had no idea what that even meant. I guess I knew, but I didn't know the terminology for it. Right. So now I know, and I feel like when I'm talking to the young ones, I like feel a little. I don't want to say the word hip because I'm going to sound like way older than my.
You know what's going on.
Yeah, you know, I know what's. What do they say? What do they say, Selena? What do you guys say?
What's good?
What's guanin? No, that's. I feel like that's us. I feel like that's us still. I feel like that's still. What do you guys say? Like if you're like in. You see, I'm done. I just aged myself right there. All right. So spotting fake news. Look out for websites that have a slant. So if you were tuned into last week, we talked about the word bias, and bias is a French word for slant, right?
Yes.
So some sites tend to print stories that may use little or no facts to back up their accusations or their stories or whatever. And it's funny because I get a lot of those. And I'm just like, sometimes I don't know how to tell people, just like, stop sending them to me. Stop.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care about this. And I know, and I'm just like, this has to go viral. Why? This is stupid. So check sources. Balanced stories always cite good information sources such as a real expert on the subject, and they provide real names and contact information. So always check your sources. And this is the thing with media literacy. It's not for the lazy.
It's true.
It's not. Because you have to go further than just reading a title. You have to actually go into detail and check sources, and you can do image reverse. And you have to do these things, though. If you want to be a knowledgeable member of society, you've got to take extra steps. There's some people who are just not going to do it. And I understand that, but you're going to get left behind. Sorry, I don't know what to say to you about that. If you find yourself getting upset, we've talked about this, about something you read, you should probably step back from it and look at it and wonder why you're getting so caught up in something that really has nothing to do with you. Like, unless it's something like, hurricanes and stuff like that, even those, though, sometimes they make bigger, like what they did with Bahamas.
Yeah.
First of all, guys, I want to make sure everyone's clear about something about Bahamas. Bahamas is not one island. Everyone's like, oh my God, Bahamas was hit. The whole place is destroyed. No. 3 places were hit. There's like 14 or 15 islands. So Bahamas, like little things like that, though, like that's how news can get slanted. Like everyone thought Bahamas was just blown down and there's no more island. And I was like, guys, it's not just one island.
Yeah.
There's many islands of Bahamas.
That's right.
Right? And only 3 were hit. So tourism had to do a lot to kind of dig Bahamas out of that hole because everyone's like, we're not going to Bahamas. Selena went to Bahamas. See, Selena, was it worn, torn, and people were sitting on the street shivering where you were?
No, that's really nice. There's only 3 islands, I think we were about 30 minutes down below from the one that didn't get hit.
Right? So it's like, that's just an example, though, of what I'm talking about. People just heard one thing that CNN put on, and then everyone copied CNN and got pictures. And even then, sometimes the pictures they use are pictures from like 3 or 4 years ago. They're not even,
Poor things.
Right. So fake news tends to create outrage that will make the reader want to share it. Okay? Look at his face. I put this. I feel like I make this face every day. Like, really. This is what's happening right now.
Yeah, she do.
So I know because I'm always so like surprised at people. So there's some places that you can verify your news. Now I'm going to say this as a disclaimer. The sites I'm giving you, remember that everybody has a bias. I'm saying these are probably some of the better sites to use to check your information, but we're human. We have biases naturally. So you got to even sometimes just like, I don't even know what to say, go with your gut. I don't know. Like, if you've done all the research that you can do and you're still unsure about a story, just deciding if you want to do it, if this sits well with you or not. That's all I can really say.
Real
Right?
talk.
So Snoops.com is the most popular. If you just scroll down that a little bit for me, Salina. Here you can go in and you can legit put in and see if a story is real or not.
Right.
So I like Snoops.com. There's also factcheck.org. I didn't put that one up. And I have politifact.com. I looked on factcheck.org and I was just kind of like, is this it?
Yeah.
Oh, Selena, you're so on the ball, girl. Thank you. Yeah, another place. But again, you see, like, even looking at it, I feel like they're a little slanted. Like, I don't know. I feel like I'd have to use it a little bit more to really get a feeling on it. But
Yeah, I mean, you know, to our users, I mean, these sites are pretty much be brand new for them.
Yeah.
Right. Unless, of course, you guys go to your own fact-checking sites, please. Go ahead
yeah,
and share.
if we have our own, again, we're putting this out to you. We don't know everything. We're just teaching what we know. So if you know other fact-checking sites, try those out. What's this called? Ruti. Oh, this is PolitiFact. I need my glasses. It's okay. So be mindful of news sources that have increased drama to encourage more consumers to stay tuned, listening, or reading. Dave, can you think of any sites that have a lot of drama? I know shows. And it's true, like drama seems to catch people. People love nonsense.
Yeah, you know, like World Star and Six Buzz and all that, right? I mean, shoot.
What's the other one? It's a really popular one. It's on TV. Selena, help me.
You mean
TMZ.
Yes, TMZ.
TMZ is serious with it.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Networks will actually have people screaming at each other, which is what TMZ does sometimes. It's drama. But you got to be mindful of that. Like, do you really want to get your information from some emotional ass people? When in doubt, just don't send it out.
Yeah.
If you get something and you're like, I don't know, don't spread it. Don't add to the chaos that's already on social media. Stop it.
Yes,
okay?
like, please,
like
internet.
me, I erase it.
Like,
delete.
Please stop killing off the celebrities.
Yeah, leave Mike Tyson and The
Leave
Rock
them
alone. They didn't do nothing to y'all. I don't know why you guys are killing them off, okay? Read or watch the story before you share it. So you know what, again, taking that next step where you are actually going to open up and read these things to see if it's even real. Mind you, opening it up is still a click. But if you're interested in the topic, before you go ahead and spread it, know it. Check on it, right? Simplify your news sources. Some of us just have too many things happening on our social media pages, period. Like, we are in too many groups. We're subscribed to too many things. Limit that. You need to start limiting. Again, we can create the funnel that we need to get what we want. Me? I don't pay attention to any news, which is probably not a good idea. I should know what's happening in the world. But I'm just honestly so turned off because I've learned so much. I'm so turned off by how people try to slant things and how media is portrayed now. Like in journalists, people are just not, it's grimy out here.
You know, it's once again, they're just going to sites that either have been recommended,
Yeah.
right, by people you trust, right, or simply like really just finding the stuff on your own.
Yeah.
Right?
Golden rule, guys. If you aren't sure whether you should share it, just don't share it. If you're unsure, again, if you've done all of your research, you've taken the time to research something, and it still doesn't fit well with you, then don't share it. And I say this to everyone, and I hope people don't get in their feelings when I like talk about certain things, but I just think a lot of people in our community need to get on the ball with this type of stuff and stop sending me bullshit. So I don't want to read it or watch it.
You must send this now.
Yeah, those stupid things. You must send this out to all your people. The community is in dire need of what this. There was actually a video of a child, an African kid dancing. Have you seen that one? That's gone viral.
Oh my gosh. like that's the only thing we can do.
Right, that's all we're doing is out here. We just bubbling and stuff. We just out there dancing in the dirt. Like, so stupid. Guys, I hope you've enjoyed this show. I hope we've done our part. You hung in there with me for 3 weeks. Next week, Dave is planning the show because he hasn't planned a show in 3 weeks. So he's doing it next week, okay? Right, Dave?
What do you want to learn?
We're going to do some African history. Dave is an African history expert. He knows everything. Can we talk about hockey? Because you have to help me with the hockey one.
What about the hockey?
So speaking of fake news, it's not fake news, but I went to the Hockey Hall of Fame real quick. And when I was in there, I saw no reference. I saw pictures of us kind of in there sporadically.
Okay.
But the history of hockey and how it came to Canada was not there. And I'm going to be writing about it in this edition of the Toronto Korean newspaper, November 26th. Anyhow,
nice.
So maybe we could talk about that.
I don't know. It depends on how much information.
Dave doesn't want to talk about it.
You know, I mean, it depends.
But can you help me?
I will.
Okay, guys. See, I got a source.
We can get you on for next week.
Get who on?
Yeah, you.
On the ice?
Yeah.
I can't skate. I'm a black girl. Stop this.
Ankle burning at its best.
It's a real guy. I can't skate shit. Anyhow, guys, we'll see you next week on Here to Help You. Have a wonderful Tuesday afternoon. Peace. What do you say?
Peace and love, family.
That's it. Peace and love. Bye, guys.